This video is on slope and rate of change, and we're going to find the slope and rate of change from a graph. Now, some people will say that you find the slope from a graph using rise over run. I do not use this because what does it mean by rise and what does it mean by run? Say that run means left or right, but if you just say run, that does not tell you which direction you're going, and rising can go up or down, and it just does not tell you which way you're going. So from a graph, I'm still going to use the slope formula of change in y over change in x. I could get the coordinates or two clean coordinates from the graph and then do the formula of y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. But again, I will be utilizing just the change in y divided by the change in x. So in this first problem, I have a graph. I have two coordinates here. I do want to find my change in y. And I do want to find my change in x. Because then I can do my change in y divided by change in x. And that'll be, since this is linear, that'll be my slope. So using one coordinate, I'm going to start with this coordinate on the left. It does not matter which coordinate you start with because your end result will be the same. I want to go from this first coordinate to the other coordinate, but I have to go up and over. So I have to actually move in two directions. My change in y is which direction do I go, up or down, to get to that other coordinate. So if I go down, I'll never get to that second coordinate. That means my change in y will be going up one space. So my change in y, this is my change in y. I was going up one space, so my change in y will be plus 1 because it went up. Now I'm at this spot. Now how do I get from this location to the coordinate? By moving left or right, my change in x. So if I move left, I'll never get to the coordinate, so that means I have to move right. Again, I'm at this spot now, but I have to go 1, 2, 3 spots. So our change in x, that was our change in x, was 3 spots to the right. So that is a positive 3. So again, in this case, we went up and then we went to the right. So my change in y is now 1, a positive 1, divided by my change in x is positive 3. Well, positive 1 divided by positive 3 is just 1/3. So our slope is equal to 1/3. On example 2, again, I want to find out my change in y. I want to find my change in x. Therefore, I can do my slope of change in y divided by change in x. I'm going to pick a coordinate. It does not matter which coordinate I pick. I'm just going to stick on the left-hand side because it's the first one. So I want to get from this coordinate, this clean coordinate, and I can use any clean coordinate, but since these are already labeled for me, they're already marked as points, I'm going to utilize these. So I'm going to go from this clean coordinate to the second clean coordinate. In order to do that, I know that I do have to go down. So I will go to this spot because that's where they would intersect if I were to cross them. So I would start from here and go 1, 2, 3 spaces down. That's our change in y. And we did go down 3 spaces. So that is minus 3. Then our change in x will be going to the right. So this is change in x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our change in x was a positive 5. So I can do our slope of change in y is negative 3 divided by change in x is positive 5. Negative 3 divided by positive 5 is negative 3 over 5. So our slope is equal to negative 3 over 5. For example 2. For example 3, I can see that we have 2 clean coordinates, but I also see that this is a vertical line. So that automatically tells me what our slope is, but I'm still going to use my change in y over change in x to show the math. So I still want to do change in y, change in x, and then the actual slope rate of change formula, change in y over change in x. Okay, first thing is change in y. So I'm going to pick either of these clean coordinates. I'll just start with the top one, and I want to go to the second clean coordinate. So I want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 spots for my change in y. So minus 4, because it went from positive and it went down, so that is a negative direction. Then our change in x. To get from this first coordinate to that second coordinate, I did not move left or right. So my change in x would be 0, because there is no horizontal movement. No horizontal movement. Because as soon as I went from this first coordinate down, I automatically hit the second coordinate. I did not have to move left or right to reach that final destination. So my change in y is negative 4 divided by change in x is 0. I am not allowed to divide by 0. This will be an undefined slope. And again, because this was a vertical line, that automatically told me that it was an undefined slope, and the math proves it because we cannot divide by 0.